But today we're going to get to know Farrell a little bit better. Just a few questions for you, Farrell. You didn't technically start off in PR, so what was the catalyst for making that shift, and has it been worth it for you?
I think I've always known that I would thrive in a creative environment. I just didn't know which. To be honest, when I was a kid, I thought I would end up doing performing arts. But coming from a family of, strict Asian parents, let me put it that way, that was not an option. But I've always surrounded myself with that sort of industry growing up. Like literature clubs. What was I doing? English debates, you name it. So I've always known that I was going to be in the creative industry, but I didn't know how I was going to get there. So after graduating, I just thought I'm going to try different sort of industries to see where I would fit. Luckily enough, I started off working for a financial institution for a couple of months. I quite liked it, but I did feel that it sort of spoke to me as well. And when I was looking around, a friend of mine was introduced me to an agency that was looking for management trainees. And I just thought, okay, if I didn't know where I was going to go, I would at least start off in that sort of environment. So I started off doing advertising, above the line, below the line. Did a bit of events along the way, and when my boss went, sat me down and go, I think you're there, but you still haven't found your niche. You haven't found that thing that really sparks. And she goes like, have you ever thought about PR? And I go, I don't know anything about PR, and I've never studied it. Whatever I understood of it is what I hear of people who are doing PR, and I just thought I'll give it a shot. I've always liked the idea of trying, and even if it didn't, at least I tried. And that's how it kind of started. I started working on a couple of brands, and I realized that it marries my strength. I've always loved people. I've always been able to connect with people of different sort of backgrounds. I've always loved writing, and I've always loved I've always loved brand and marketing. So with doing PR, I felt that I could marry all of that sort of different sort of skill sets that I have and bring something new to the table. And when it came to actually starting this journey of mine, I think it was a no-brainer to give it a shot, because I've always believed that if I don't do it, how am I going to know if I'm going to fail or succeed? So I started it off with intention of doing well, and so far I guess it's been pretty good, I have to say.
So as a PR person then, what has been your biggest career challenge to date? Besides convincing my dad that going out on my own is a good idea, is convincing myself that I have what it takes to start off. I guess with a lot of people, when you're a lot younger, you have a lot more insecurities. And as we grow older, we still do have insecurities, but we learn how to face them. But when I was a lot younger, I think the question I always ask myself is, am I good enough? That's one thing. Second of all, do I have something to contribute to a very heavily contested, competitive industry? And my gut feel was like, you know what, if I don't try, I'll never know. As with a lot of things, whether personal, professional, it's the notion that I need to do it in order to find out, and that's what propelled me to start off that sort of journey. And so far it's been rewarding, because even if, God forbid, things don't work out, I've had a lot of experiences that I would never been able to, that would have never been made available to me had I chosen to do it the traditional way of working for others. Okay, great timing, because my next question is actually, has taking an entrepreneurial role made you rethink about think about differently how you would approach PR?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I can't speak for everyone, but my background prior to this was working for a set of portfolios within a certain background, and I think I got really good at those particular industries. But starting out Orchan and working in and making sure that we were never pigeonholed, and therefore trying different sort of industries, I felt that it has made me a more rounded professional, understanding not only big companies, MNCs, SMEs, startups, and understanding what are the limitations, and working around the parameters to basically find out ways where we as PR practitioners can get their stories out there to the media. Obviously with different size organizations that you work with in different sort of industries, there are many different sets of challenges. But I think being able to to immerse myself in a wide sort of array of businesses, some big, small industries even, has allowed me to be, I think, a stronger PR practitioner, and that I could sit down and talk to any client of any size and see how we as a company or as a company can help them obtain their goals, so to speak.
Right. So when you talk about, say, clients of any size, I'm going to ask about short and long-term clients, but I'm also going to ask about those that are SMEs and through to large multinationals, which we've represented. What is the role of strategy from a PR perspective, or strategic PR overall in each of these? You know, does it change, or is it still a core feature for you?
Well, I think for us personally, I think at Orchan, we've always believed in a long-term strategy. I mean, let's face it. Brands across the board, will eventually work with different people, over a period of time. You may have a good relationship with the client. You may work for a couple of years, but eventually clients move on, and things may change. But for the lifespan of a brand, whoever takes over, whether it's a client or whether it's an agency, they still should be able to take it from where it's left and basically move forward. And I think as PR practitioners, we've always believed that a long-term strategy should outlive both the client, also the agency, because it is important to think of it as a brand first versus before anything else.
Cool.